Please rise if you are able for the graduand procession. Please remain standing until the graduands have been seated. Please rise if you are able for the academic procession. Please rise if you are able for the academic procession.
In the toil of thinking, in the serenity of books, in the messages of prophets, the songs of poets, and the wisdom of interpreters, in discoveries of continents of truth whose margins we may delight in free minds and in their thinking. In the majesty of the moral order, in the faith that right with triumph, in the courage given us when we ally ourselves to truth in any form, in the privilege of being co-workers in good causes, we celebrate the unseen goals we share and serve. Let us build a world safe from war and oppression, free and satisfying, one that ultimately furnishes answers for us all. Please be seated.
Graduates, friends, and family, good morning and welcome. I'm Pam Sugerman, Dean of the Faculty of Arts. Before we begin, I'd like to acknowledge the land on which we're celebrating today. Toronto is in the Dish with One Spoon territory. The Dish with One Spoon is a treaty between the Anishinaabe, Mississaugas, and Haudenosaunee that bound them to share the territory and protect the land. Subsequent Indigenous nations and peoples, Europeans, and all newcomers have been invited into this treaty in the spirit of peace, friendship, and respect. Classes of 2020, 2021, it is wonderful to see you back on campus to celebrate your academic achievements at long last in an in-person. Wonderful to see you in person. The 10 departments that make up the Faculty of Arts impart an educational experience that offers depth and breadth, one that is personally meaningful and of public consequence, an education that will guide you not only as professionals and entrepreneurs, but as engaged community members, whether these communities be at the local, national, or global level. Now, more than ever, during this time of rapid change, precarity, inequalities, awakening, challenge, and hope, the knowledge and the perspectives that you've acquired through a liberal arts education are of immense value. They will undoubtedly help you to navigate the complex world in which we live. In your studies here, you will have explored some of the following issues: Indigenous governance and land claims, democratic engagement and the electoral process, the role of grassroots activism in shaping society, global migration and settlement, international trade, post-colonial literature, and public policy making and public administration, not to mention environmental justice, racism and policing, food policy and food security, Black diasporas, the philosophy of love and sex, memory, dementia, addictions, anxiety, and other related disorders. Interdisciplinary scholarship is fundamental to the Faculty of Arts. We bridge the humanities and social sciences, and we demonstrate the ways in which a strong, comprehensive, and academically rigorous education prepares students to both understand and to shape the world around us. The skills and the sensibilities that an arts education cultivates, the ability to develop a critical framework to communicate complex and nuanced ideas, to offer creative solutions, to challenge systemic injustices, to apply theoretical knowledge in addressing real-world problems, and to quite simply imagine beyond one's current realities. These are all of crucial importance. And in my admittedly biased view, at the heart of every great university is a vibrant Faculty of Arts. We educators in the humanities and social sciences are proud to have played a role in your formation in shaping the amazing classes of 2020 and 21. Your generation's journey has been unlike any others. Amidst a global pandemic, the dramatic intervention of digital technology in social life, economic and social insecurity, and worldwide calls for action against pervasive racism and colonization, you have demonstrated hope, resolve, and vision. You have navigated and will continue to traverse a life that is nonlinear and filled with unexpected occurrences, and you will do well. In the face of all that's happening around us, I hope that you're able to pause and celebrate this milestone. I hope that you take the time to reflect on the meaning of your experiences of the past several years, both within and beyond the walls of the university. Whether you were a Dean's List student or one who struggled academically, what is most important is that during your years at Toronto Metropolitan University, you were exposed to new ideas, you engaged with new people, you participated in different conversations, and expanded your horizons. This convocation ceremony doesn't mark the culmination of your journey, rather it represents a transition to the next stage of your lives, one in which you have already embarked, in fact. And as you continue to move forward in the world beyond Toronto Metropolitan University, into other communities, workplaces, and cultures, we encourage you to draw on the knowledge that you've gained, the skills that you've honed, and the perspectives that you've acquired during your years with us. So on behalf of all of the faculty and staff in arts, I wish to say that we are immensely proud of you, and we're grateful for all that you have given back to us during your time here. Your passion, your energy, your commitment, indeed your humanity have been truly inspirational and keep us going. And I must say that I feel completely energized. I was feeling very tired walking to the Mattamy this morning, and when I saw you in the lineup for the procession, I felt truly inspired and energized again. Now, to begin this very special day, I'd like to introduce you to the Chancellor of Toronto Metropolitan University, Janice Fukakusa.
Graduates, I am proud and honored to speak to you today. Today is a time of well-deserved celebration. We share our pride in your success with everyone whose love and support has played a part in bringing you here today. Now, normally at this stage of my remarks at Convocation, I typically share a few pieces of advice with the graduating class. After 2 years of pandemic, however, I think that you graduates should be the ones giving advice. Graduates, you went through a remarkable experience. You endured and came through it, achieving your ultimate objective. You succeeded by facing and overcoming unforeseen barriers. I hope you all share your experience with others and be proud of what you've achieved. In fact, be proud of the impact you do in the months and years going ahead, and take the time to reflect on your accomplishments. It builds confidence that is essential to overcome the inevitable challenges in the years ahead. And remember, when you look back on your university experience, I encourage you to remember what you learned about yourself. That resilience gives you the means to learn from your experiences, and determination keeps you focused on your dreams. After all, you've already proven that you have the talent to succeed. On this special day of celebration, let me close by offering my congratulations and best wishes on your journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Chancellor Fukakusa. Now, please welcome to the university's President and Vice Chancellor, Mohammad Lashmi.
Thank you. Welcome to our graduates, family and friends, colleagues from across the university community and beyond. Classes of 2020 and 2021. This is an important day for you, and you have our warmest congratulations. We are so pleased that you return to our first in-person convocation ceremony since your graduating year. Now, as alumni, you come back to a university that just recently underwent a historic name change. While the name may be different, the core values that define our university remain. These values shaped your time here and will continue. This may be a new chapter in the history of our university, but it is undoubtedly formed by the pages that came before. Both you and the university look ahead to a bright future, a future of promise and optimism, better prepared than ever to meet the challenges and opportunities ahead. This is your time. You have what the world is looking for: talent, energy, and new ideas. We are so very glad that you choose this university, that you immerse yourself in our university community. I hope you are feeling grateful for each other, for the good friends who shared your university experience are now friends for life. Which brings us full circle. While we may find success as individuals, as a society, we depend on each other. We need loved ones, colleagues, and community. In French, you know, we never say goodbye. Instead, we say au revoir, which literally means until we see you again. Enjoy your very special day and stay close to your alma mater, for together we will shape the future. Thank you so much, and I invite you now to please enjoy a short video.
Today marks a momentous moment in the story of your life. Just a few years ago, you began a new chapter. For some, that meant moving to a new city. For many, that meant discovering new perspectives. And for all, that meant opening your mind to new possibilities. Along the way, you were met with challenges unfamiliar to those who came before you and to those who follow. You embraced the responsibility of learning and unlearning, inspired by the people and places that played a part. Together, we evolved. While this chapter comes to a close, your story continues. Tomorrow, you'll remember this moment, not for who you were, but for who you have become. Today, we'll celebrate the diversity of your experience, your commitment to shaping a better future, and your part in our story as Toronto Metropolitan University.
I now welcome to the podium to deliver the Convocation Address, Arts and Contemporary Studies alumna, President of the Economic Club of Canada, and founder and CEO of Conscious Economics, Rhiannon Rosalind.
I'm a little short, so. Chancellor Fukakusa, President Lashami, Provost Simpson, deans, esteemed colleagues and representatives who join us on stage, members of the graduating class, your families, friends, and honored guests. It is such an honor for me to be here with you today. I'm so glad that TMU has brought you all here today to experience this moment in person, a moment that I'm sure felt stolen from you in many ways by the unpredictable issues that came as a result of the pandemic. It's been a great time of uncertainty and overwhelm for all of us. So witnessing you here today walk across this stage is not only special for all of you, but it's really special for all of us as well. I acknowledge how unique it is that I get to address your specific group today, because all of you have already graduated and been out in the world and workforce for some time. So I guess the first thing that I'd like to say is welcome back home. This university is magical. Maybe it's the location or the people it attracts, or maybe it's just something that we can't explain with words, but we feel it. I find myself still deeply connected and committed to TMU. It's a family that has always been here for me, and now it's here for you as well. When I was in your place 14 years ago, I remember the feeling of possibility. You see, just a few weeks before graduating, I had the opportunity to present some of my research findings at an event on campus to a group of community leaders, business executives, my peers, and professors. I remember making an important decision that day of the presentation. It was to be authentic and honest about who I was. I am a child survivor of domestic violence. I grew up in city-owned housing. I'm the first person in my family to go to university. There was a time when these things made me feel a lot of shame. I wanted to hide these parts of my story. But that day, I took a chance. I told my story because it was relevant to the research I was presenting, and it was on that very day, here on this campus, that I was offered an interview for an entry-level position at the Economic Club of Canada, the country's most prestigious business platform, an organization that I eventually went on to lead as the first woman and youngest CEO in the club's history. Thank you. It was also here on this campus, years later, that I got the opportunity to host and interview former First Lady Michelle Obama. With the support of TMU, we were able to donate half this stadium to young women and girls. I've worked with thousands of business leaders and change makers and politicians and heads of state during my career. I've run a successful not-for-profit organization serving over 50,000 youth, produced television shows, podcasts, even launched my own music platform. So, with all of that experience, today I want to share with you some of my hard-earned advice in hopes that it can support you on your journey now. So number one, to be truly successful, I really believe you must get to know yourself. What scares you or makes you anxious? Who were your ancestors? How many hours of sleep do you need to wake up and feel your most powerful? What cause or activity brought you the most joy when you were a little kid? You see, if you take the time to really get to know yourself and pay attention to how you think and how you feel, you will be able to stay authentic and uphold your own personal integrity in any situation that you find yourself in, whether it's at work or in a leadership position, socially or even romantically. And that's so important. The world is full of too many people pretending to be something or someone they are not, blindly following a path simply because everyone else is. Don't let that happen to you. Knowing yourself and operating from a place of authenticity is vital for your mental health and well-being, and in my opinion, it's the true measure of success. Number two, your arts degree is relevant and useful in business. Sometimes when we are in the arts and humanities, we can feel like traditional and business environments were not designed for us. I want to challenge that right here and right now. Your creativity, your communication skills, your social innovation skills, and your activism are all needed in business more than ever before. The system is changing, but the rapid progress that's required needs new people with fresh perspectives and new ideas, and that is you. Number three, when people tell you that you want too much too fast, don't listen. Our parents grew up in a different time. It was a slower pace with more linear growth and traditional hierarchies. Gen Z and millennials often get a bad reputation for wanting to skip the line. We're told to lower our expectations or that we have to prove ourselves before our opinions matter. And I say don't listen. We are in a climate emergency. People are suffering all over the world, and technology is advancing more rapidly than ever before. We need your speed and hunger for change. And I believe, just like an iPhone, each generation is designed to be more evolved than the last. You are designed perfectly for this moment. So if you feel stagnant, make a change. Your ideas, opinions, and talents are needed and meant to be heard now. Next, number four. The future of work requires less mind work and more heart work. Let me repeat that. The future of work requires less mind work and more heart work. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. We are living through some very, very difficult times, and we need a completely new approach to work, life, and the economy. We must move beyond the traditional approach when it comes to solving such complex problems. And I know of an unconventional but trusted resource. It's our hearts. Our hearts hold a deep wisdom. The issue is that many of us haven't been taught how to access it. The issues of today require compassionate and loving solutions. Heart work is a term that I have created to define a new approach to work and the economy, an approach that honors collaboration over competition, and a holistic way of living, working, and being to create a conscious economy. And number five, pursue multiple currencies in the new economy. Traditionally, after we graduate university, the main goal would be to go out and find a job to earn a good living and make some money. But in the new economy, there are multiple currencies that I encourage you to consider when evaluating if a career opportunity is right for you. Health and well-being is a currency. Creativity is a currency. Social purpose is a currency. And connection is a currency. It's important that you consider these things, especially when just starting out. My first job didn't offer a massive paycheck, but it did offer an abundance of those other currencies. They were well worth the investment and led to a major payoff down the road, both financially and otherwise. So as I leave you here today, I want to end off by reminding you something really important, that you are special, you are valuable, and you are loved. Graduates of TMU all have something in common. I believe we're innovators. There's an entrepreneurial spirit that runs through this campus, and we embody it whether we realize it or not. It's in you, and the world needs that now more than ever before. So go out there and bravely make your mark. And if you ever need support, a familiar place to hang out, or a good piece of advice, then you can always come home here to your TMU family and faculty whenever you need. Thank you so much for listening. Don't hesitate to reach out directly if you feel called. And congratulations to all of you. We are so, so proud.
Thank you, Rhiannon, for those heartfelt and inspiring words. Now, as our graduates prepare to come forward, I will take the opportunity to request that your friends and family hold their applause. Hold your applause for peers until all graduates have crossed the stage. Now, we do, however, welcome some spontaneous outbursts. They're inevitable, outbursts of joy, enthusiasm, and in some cases, maybe relief from family and friends, which is all part of the celebration. So please enjoy your moment of finally getting to cross the physical convocation stage.
Thank you so much. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present the recipients for degrees from the Creative School. Jillian Long. Jeannie Liu. Keely McConnell with distinction. Denise Stancescu with distinction. Nicholas Caldereri with distinction. Emily Byrne. Sarah Colloway. Brianna Daniel with distinction. Beatrice Susana Sartorius Lostau with distinction. Savannah Soriol. Blair Savage. Harrison Clark. Levi Marshall with distinction. Jared Wallace with distinction. Samantha Jackson with distinction. Jamie Bloch. Jada Mangit. Alexa Patino with distinction. Marie-Pierre Surprenant with distinction. Mark Tallman with distinction. Bachelor of Arts, Honors, Professional Communication, Morgan Crawford. Taylor Lewis Joseph with distinction. Aero Isakidis. Molly Smith. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present candidates for the certificates in the G. Raymond Chang School of Continuing Education. Certificate in Proficiency in French, Yevgenia Tsakayova. Certificate in Proficiency in Spanish, Maria Fatima de Jesus Ferreira de Silva. Certificate in Psychology, Martina Demopoulos. Elizabeth Fujita. Alicia Kumpol. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present candidates for the undergraduate degrees in the Faculty of Arts. Bachelor of Arts Honors, Arts and Contemporary Studies, Faven Abera. Aranya Amirta Sivam. Mohammed Bati. Jacob Cappadocia with distinction. Iwana Koyanu with distinction. Madison Dearlove Marshall with distinction. Cara DeSantis with distinction. Katia Purich with distinction. Veronica Gillette. Chantal Grant. Abby Humphreys Morris. Natasha Ismail with distinction. Anari Matchett. Sarah MacArthur. Putula Moses. Kaylin Nelson. Brianna Ofer. Naomi Pereira with distinction. Joshua Ritchie. Shailene Sasaki. Matthew Wright with distinction. Miyu Zhang with distinction. Bachelor of Arts, Honors, Criminology. Annabelle Ajay with distinction. Aaron Azur. Soraya Bakshi with distinction. Daniela Bigert. Elise Bunyak. Hannah Campbell. Nelson Chavez Gomez. Marlena Dercole. Christina Dimov. Chloe Fugino with distinction. Jenna Giannini with distinction. Farah Gregny. Shams Hassan. Aliza Hussein with distinction. Kevin Johnson. Amber Kitchen. Douglas Leake. Manisha Mohan with distinction. Liliana Molek with distinction. Maria Petrovsky with distinction. Alicia Rice with distinction. Harsimran Singh. Vithushan Siva Ganeshan. Shirana Sumithiran. Joshua Tan. Frida Tong. Victoria Watt. Mackenzie Wolf. Bachelor of Arts, Honors, English. Tyra Justice Anderson. Alicia Beggs Holder with distinction. Sophie Charalambus with distinction. Natalie Chito. Tiago da Cunha with distinction. Maria Victoria Di Donato. Melissa Emanolidis. Victoria Femele. Paige Goodwin. Darlene Hasrama. Lorraine Ileperuma with distinction. Selena Joda. Sophia Reines. Selena Rodriguez Hillier. Joanna Tortorici. Colleen Villadel Rey. Bachelor of Arts, Honors, English and History, Alexandra Ozunis. Madeline Brunette with distinction, Bachelor of Arts, Honors, Environment and Urban Sustainability. Juliana Colandria. Lema El Imam. Kristen Embret with distinction. Patricia Estramadoiro with distinction. Tyrone Ganes-Canthin. Aliyah Gracia. Krissa Gregorio. William Kim. Alexander Lincolnpau. Francisca Lucier. Mohammed Mahdi. Georgia Maverginakis. Stephanie McNeil. Jasmine Ogilvy with distinction. Mary Lourdes Osorio. Kavitan Rajamohan. Grace Sutcliffe. Kazia Weed with distinction. Bachelor of Arts, Honors, Geographic Analysis. Nelson Damba with distinction. Meira Greenbaum with distinction. Jane Watera Kohuthu. Marcus Morano. Maya Obedia with distinction. Fabio Oliveira with distinction. Eric Pfeiffer. Panayota Spheris. Angeline Somis. Shanice Viner. Bachelor of Arts, Honors, History. Jennifer Anthony Pillay. Kathleen Bell. Bronwyn Clark. Amina Durier, with distinction. Alessandro Francolini. Cameron Coster. Laksika Kumara Suryar. Ailey Lamb. Simon Mandarich. Sabrina Surtees, with distinction. Bachelor of Arts, Honors, History and Philosophy. Enoch Lung. Bachelor of Arts, International Economics and Finance, Alexandra Andreich. Shahrukh Khan. Jaira De Vera. Badi Kuri. Jonah Lin. Samantha Pena, with distinction. Cassandra Presedo. David Smith. Bachelor of Arts, Honors, Language and Intercultural Relations, Jada Aley. Nicole Damaso, with distinction. Daniel John Dela Cruz. Alicia Garovillo. Ella Goldberg. Bryn Heath. Nadia Wako. Nicole Lasselle. Afra Nawar. Haley Prescott. Sierra Ramsewak Augustus. Justin Saborin. Dana Samu. Ariane Alahar. Bachelor of Arts, Honors, Philosophy, Hunter Curry. Vanessa Ferraro. Alyssa Lazaridis. Christine Pandey. Tessa Pereira. Yulian Starchenko. Bachelor of Arts, Honors, Politics and Governance, Omar Abdelgawad. San'a Ahmed. Martina Arcuri with distinction. Valentina Bianco. Vladimir Borisov with distinction. Zainab Chowdhury with distinction. Natasha Chowdhury. Amanda Coventry Berridge. Marshall Derbyshire. Michael DeSanto. Shanze Faisal. Theodore Farrell. Joselle Angelica Gerardo. Taylor Lepic with distinction. Daniel Liss. Maha Mian. Diamond Newell. Dayan Afshari with distinction. Kia Pingy Giles. Lilu Rafi. Akshaya Rahunathan. Anhi Roman with distinction. Michael Romano. Tenzin Daisel Shakshur. Daniel Stein with distinction. Aaron Glenise Tablizo. Tanvir Kaur Maninder Singh Tour with distinction. Christian Jamboa Viudes. Tanya Wiseman. Mohammed Afan Zahid, with distinction. Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Zara Abakasanga. Rachel Apia, with distinction. Megan Aruda. Soha Atik, with distinction. Warda Chowdhury, with distinction. Danica Chico. Charles Chung, with distinction. Daniela Coca, with distinction. Emily Copa. Angela Furtos, with distinction. Jasleen Gill. Naseem Gol Mohammadi. Megan Goulart, with distinction. Katie Hume, with distinction. Fatima Iqbal. Janen Kabakulak. Natalie Locero, with distinction. Samantha Liu, with distinction. Sarah Martin. Alyssa Adi. Martine Magnone, with distinction. Julie Magritte, with distinction. Alicia Malilo, with distinction. Patricia Marino. Alessandra Michelli, with distinction. Richard Moreno. Nayusha Mushkbu, with distinction. Nike Nantambu Allen, with distinction, 2021 gold medalist, Board of Governors Leadership Award winner. Moira O'Hagan, with distinction. Natalie Pavlovich. Zara Popo. Charlene Krisha Ramos, with distinction. Sean Rutten. Matthew Rollins with distinction. Tiffany Santos. Vaishnavi Siva Kumaran. Shamini Siva Mahesan. Mariam Syed. Aristasha Soriano. Nazra Talil. Tommy Tang. Maylee Vestman. Tamia Whitaker Almeida. Bachelor of Arts, Honors, Public Administration and Governance. Ahmed Jawed Amari. Sabrina Bailey. Amanda Bruce with distinction. Austin Gibson. Brian Nakogi with distinction. Ethan Kian Ravanshit. Bachelor of Arts, Honors, Sociology, Roshanak Aktifan. Yasin Alaso. Kashika Bahal. Samantha Marie D'Amico. Rebecca Das. Kavon Davidson. Let's go. Taranvir Deol. Sabrina DeFalco with distinction. Jessica Faust. Alexandra Fiorido, who is being congratulated on stage by her father, Greg Fiorido, from the Faculty of Arts. Louis Ho. Lauren Yachino with distinction. Chelsea James. Karen Lee. Carmen Lee. Claudia Marinowitz. Nicole Meffe. Megan Muller with distinction. Alyssa Moskopoulos. Bianca Parson. Masa Parse. Kavita Patel. Stephanie Perso. Shamishma Raman. Isa Raymond with distinction. Claudia Sanchez Yara. Tingshuan Shi. Rachel Springer. Nicholas Ziltz. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present candidates for the graduate degrees in the Faculty of Arts and the Yates School of Graduate Studies. Master of Arts, Criminology and Social Justice, Vanessa LaMonica. Natasha McMillan. Hen Poverani. Mohammed Affan Olak. Bela Georgiev. Rebecca Mattis. Stephen Mayang. Raka Sharmeen Rahman. Master of Arts, Literatures of Modernity, Alexandria Fiorante. Olivia Matheson Mowers. Sabrina Pavlich. Christiane Tarantino. Jing Wang. Master of Arts, Psychology, Julia Gervasio. Cassandra Skrotsky. Shruti Vyas. Master of Arts, Public Policy and Administration, Masa Agamiri. Yalini Kanagendran. Raquel Landau. Lucia Nalbandian. Michelle Pachotili. Megan Summers. Emily Theodore. Mohammed Zarouk. Doctor of Philosophy, Policy Studies, Julie Erblind, who is being congratulated on stage by her spouse, Dawn Onishenko, from the School of Social Work. Frederica Karina Gomes. Rosemary Muzarewa. Sarah Binder Singh. Doctor of Philosophy, Psychology, Natalie Aim. Catherine Harper. Alexandra Marquis. Leslie Zanella. Master of Arts, Communication and Culture, Catherine Wambi Brown. Priyana Govindaraja. Ruvimbo Musiiwa. Master of Arts, Immigration and Settlement Studies, Habi Ba. Suhail Butmira. Adriana de la Torre Olazabal. Margaret Godoy. Andrew Greaves. Nooreen Hussain. Shannon Martin. Lauren Moore. Sahara Ladak. Zoya Sheikh. Noor Abu Sha'ban. Sonia Baweja. Rachel Berman. Asma Hamad. Sanem Karachepur. Carly McFall. Rebecca Weller. Anna Laurie Stennett Thomas. Doctor of Philosophy, Communication, and Culture, Daniel Brown. Amanda Piche. Kirsten Schaefer. Ryan Phillips. Emma Smith. Madam Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of today's graduates.
Hello, Toronto Met grads. I'm Jen McMillan, Vice Provost students, and I'm so excited to share this moment with you. After years of hard work and great memories, you finally made it to the finish line. Congratulations on this huge accomplishment. I know you have a lot of family and friends in your corners too, people who supported you when you needed it most, and who cheered you on at every milestone. Whether they are near or far, they are celebrating you today, and no doubt incredibly proud of your achievements. I hope you feel that your degree not only represents what you learned in the classroom, but how you made the most of your time here. You worked hard, tackling assignments, studying for exams, and balancing jobs, but also played hard, joining clubs, making athletics history, and becoming student leaders. While some of you might have grown up close by, many of you spent hours on a plane to get here, and that's the beauty of this place. We're a community made up of people from all around the world who found a second home at TMU. So take all of your experiences, your successes and learnings, and dive into every opportunity that lies ahead. Grow the network of friends you've built here and help one another thrive in new spaces around the world. I hope you keep getting involved, keep speaking up, and keep living out loud, because this world needs you, just as you are. Do you hear me? It needs you, and I'm so happy we could help you on your way. Congratulations again.
When I moved here to go to university, I was, this kid in this big, intimidating city, and this place just felt like home to me.
And I knew immediately, having just come from Jamaica, that that was the place for me.
I spent 3 years here. These are still the best 3 years of my life.
One of the fondest memories that I had was being here at 1, 2 in the morning. You're leaving at around 3 a.m., but it didn't matter because you were doing what you loved.
My fondest memory at the university was the day I graduated. Dr. G. Raymond Chang, our previous chancellor, was handing it off to me. I remember when I got up to that stage, I whispered over to him, "I'm Jamaican as well. I'm so proud to have you as my chancellor," and we giggled.
Interaction with meeting students from all over the world. Interaction with my instructors of the day.
My fondest memory was getting a husband.
The warmth, the camaraderie, the buildings were so friendly.
During my 8 years as president of the university, I officiated at well over 50 convocations. My fondest memory really was to see the students coming across the stage, to see their families excited with them, and to see so many of the students who are graduating be the first in their family to get a degree.
And it's all true. Yes, thank you. It's not fluff.
President Academic Jennifer Simpson.
Hello, everyone. It's great to be here. My name's Jennifer Simpson. I'm Provost and Vice President Academic. And it's great to be here especially because, like all of you, this is my first graduation at Toronto Met. I got here in July 2021. And I want to say congratulations, as many of us have today, for arriving at this day, at this celebration, and at this accomplishment. Congratulations to all of you once again. As we bring today's convocation ceremony to a close, I just want to briefly reflect on the sacrifices and successes that have led to this moment. You can take a minute to consider the challenges that you have overcome. Endless study sessions and all-nighters dedicated to finishing that project or to getting through tough exams. You've had extracurricular activities to balance with a demanding academic schedule. And all of this on top of a global pandemic that pushed and challenged you in unimaginable ways. And you've gained things along the way as well. Cherished memories at varsity games, other activities, and campus events. And hopefully an appetite for learning that continues to fuel your growth in the years ahead. Every day, you've shown up, you've persevered, you've asked tough questions, you've challenged the status quo, and you've triumphed. This is a day of well-deserved celebration for you and your families. Right now, you are standing at the beginning of your own next chapter. We think that you'll have moments of excitement, frustration, and sometimes self-doubt ahead. I'll quickly say that I certainly had those moments of excitement, frustration, and self-doubt. In one of those moments, I was grappling. It was about a year after I finished my bachelor's degree, and I was struggling with what to do next. Was I going to go to graduate school? Was I going to try to find a different job? And what I did at that moment, which I was so glad for, and we hope that you all think of to do too, I spoke to a professor. I went back to the place that I had called home for those years. And first of all, I want to note that that professor was glad to hear from me. I could see he was so happy when I talked to him. And he told me, well, I still remember what he told me over 30 years later. He said, when possible, you can follow your heart. And we heard that over and over today, the importance of following your heart. We encourage you to do that. In closing, I'll say to trust yourself, trust your passions and your commitments and your heart. And also reach out. We all need support to finish a degree and to succeed. So we hope that you reach out to us, and we will also be very happy to see you. I hope you continue to ask questions, to keep learning, and to stay open. I'll say thank you as well to all of the friends and family, those who are here today in different places who have supported you and made this possible. So thank you to those people for all of your support. And to the graduates, good luck and congratulations. It's really important to know that by completing your journey here, you will always be a part of the Toronto Metropolitan University family, an ever-growing group of passionate people doing remarkable work in every corner of the world. Good luck with all of your future endeavors. We look forward to what each of you will contribute to our shared future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Provost Simpson. I'd like to thank all the volunteers and faculty members here today who have helped make this ceremony a wonderful experience for all. Graduates and guests, once again, congratulations from the bottom of our hearts from everyone at the university. I hope you continue to enjoy this special day, a glorious sunny day. But first, if you're able, please rise and join Catherine Rowan from the Office of the Dean of Arts, from my office, in the singing of our national anthem. And following the anthem, please remain standing until all of our graduates have left the arena. Thank you.